Welcome back to the 2017 Giant Monster Games Advent Calendar. Today is deck number 24, and it is going to be Storm. So, for players that don't know what Storm is, other than a type of weather formation, it is a deck that revolves around a couple specific cards. In this case, Grapeshot and Empty the Warrens. Both of these cards have a mechanic called Storm, which for every spell that has been played before them, you get to replicate the spell and potentially choose new targets. So, with the example of Grapeshot, we can then just do a whole bunch of damage to your opponent's face, hopefully doing lethal, and Empty the Warrens, we get a lot of goblins, like a ton of goblins. Now, the big question is, how do we actually achieve this? Well, we have two cards that are going to make stuff cheaper. We have Brawl, Chief of Compliance, and Goblin Electromancer. Both of these guys are going to make it so instants and sorceries we cast will get a little bit cheaper, which is what we need, so we're going to get value, and then we're going to be casting cards like Desperate Ritual, Metamorphose, and Pieces of the Puzzle. These cards do two specific things. They get us extra mana, and they allow us to draw extra cards so we can then play extra cards. So we are going to get mana, draw cards, get mana, draw cards, do this whole bunch of time, and then eventually play Grapeshot and blow up your opponent's face. And that is the plan of the entire deck. Like always though, if you want to see an entire deck tech, up in the top right hand corner, there is a link where you can click that and go and check out the entire deck tech and see how it actually works, because it's a little bit more complicated than what I explained. This is just the basics. And if you want to pick this deck up on MTGO, there's a link below this video where you can do that really quick and snappy. Now let's ship it over to Adrian, where he's going to play a single match, but it is going to be a very interesting match because it is against another deck that is very similar to Storm, which is actually turns. Now, let's see if we can make this game actually rain, like physically make it rain on our opponent. For starters, this is a really bad opening hand. I mean, if we had a red, it would have been not bad. And this is definitely keepable. Okay, here we go. And ooh. By the way, Metamorphose is like any Storm player's wet dream. So it goes on top of the library no matter what. You're like, top, please top. And we'll go red and ship it to our opponent's turn. We're in a pretty solid place here. We're going to try and play Electromancer. Serum Vision's interesting. We're going to try and go Electromancer, and then we might... It's weird, because like Storm's the weird deck. Because in theory, we could Storm off next turn, or try to, or the turn after maybe. But it's probably safer to hold out as long as we possibly can. So, yeah. So, Goblin Electromancer, and shipping it to our opponent's turn. What we might do, next turn play Pyromancer's Ascension. Okay, so it's blue-black. Interesting. Might be Grixis. Grixis control. Kind of my first instinct. Ooh. Oh, that's really good. Pyromancer's Ascension is going to be a good one, though. So I think we're going to go like this. Toss these out like that. And I think we see if we can go one more turn. 3 cards is really risky, and if I can just swing in for 1 damage, I'll be okay with it. So it's gonna be risky. Oh, so I'm like, what's going on? Our opponent messaged us. Our opponent said, "I thought I was facing real Storm. Thank goodness." Okay, our opponent plays Exhaustion. Creatures and lands target opponent control don't untap during his or her next untap step. That's a thing. That's a very, very that's a thing. I don't like that at all. So that doesn't affect this guy, but we need land. I need land. I want to. I mean, we could try. We could theoretically try and Storm off, but it would be super risky because we can play Metamorphose, gaining 2 extra mana. Pyretic Ritual gaining 2 extra mana as well. Drawing cards from this, and we would need to draw into more and more stuff. The other option is we can wait and see what our opponent does. Let's sit. Let's sit for a turn. This might be the wrong call, but I think we sit for a turn because, yeah, if we had the extra mana, I would be less concerned because we could then use it to fuel more stuff. Please don't play something like it's another exhaust card. We'll see what we draw into. I mean, theoretically, it's not the end of the world for us. We're not technically dead. We're just stalled. Just spinning the wheels a little bit. Pieces of the puzzle. That one actually is pretty good. I'm really tempted to say we just go for it and see if we can go for it. Because the thing is, the longer we wait, the more likely he is to draw removal for our Pyromancer. Okay, I'm gonna let our opponent know that we're gonna try for it. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go Manamorphose. We need to create a blue and a red, which is fine. Ideas Unbound is really good in this situation. We go this way, creating a bunch of mana. We need to create blue. No, one blue. No, double blue. We need double blue. Oh, paying the cost is going to be with red. So paying the cost with red. This is going to be always yes, always yield. Okay. And then we need to create blue, because that's all of our draw spells are in blue. Hold on the mountain for now. And do we go Pieces to the Puzzle for 2 or Ideas Unbound? I think it's going to be Ideas Unbound. Okay. Desperate Ritual, making mana for us. Pieces to the Puzzle. Okay. And we get to put... what is it? Put 2 instant sorcery cards from your hand. It's going to be... Pieces to the Puzzle and Pyretic Ritual, I guess. I think that's the way it goes. We need more blue mana is one of the big problems we're running into right now. So we can go Pyretic Ritual. And I'm talking through it, guys. So at this point, we're going to start getting extra value off of Pyromancer's Ascension, which is good. So Pyretic Ritual is going to resolve. We need blue. Thankfully, we have an island in play, or island in hand. Pieces to the Puzzle, using our 1 blue and a red. We really need a Manamorphose right now. Always yes. Always yield. So we get double Pieces to the Puzzle, so we're going to dig deep for stuff. We have draw. We have Past in Flames. So we need Past in Flames for sure. And we can take Tormenting Voice. Tormenting Voice is actually really good at this point because we have Pyromancer's Ascension. So second one is resolving. I think we have it. We just need to find a grapeshot now. So we need grapeshot, sure. And we'll get the second Tormenting Voice. At this point, I think Scoop. Opponent's asking Scoop, but and I'm gonna say 1 second. Okay, so just thinking, if I go Grapeshot now, yeah, so it's Grapeshot. No, cancel. Can I Grapeshot now? This is 3 mana. This is 1 mana. Yeah, so I can Grapeshot now. So yes, yes. So yeah, basically we are going to fire off a whole bunch of Grapeshots. And here we go. Okay, same target. These can just all go same target, same target, same target. And then we Pyretic Ritual, or then we Past in Flames, and then recast. And we were going to recast Past in Flames, which then we can grab the Grapeshot from. Whew! It's dangerous. It's so dangerous. Same target. Oh, and we got yeah, 1 extra, because you don't copy the copies with Pyromancer's Ascension, you just copy the 1. And then we're going to play Past in Flames. Oh, no! Misplay. Hard misplay. So big. I did that wrong. I bet you guys saw that as soon as I did that. I should have played Past in Flames first, and then the Manamorphoses and the mana gain stuff. Yeah, because I don't actually have mana right now. I'm out. I am out of mana. I had him, but I misplayed, because I'm not playing Storm, for the record, playing Storm. So we're gonna concede, and we're gonna go to game 2. Actually, we're gonna see if we can hold out. We're just gonna say, okay, things are in the graveyard. Oh god. Okay, so this is the thing about Storm. Storm is really difficult to play, like really difficult to play. And I guess we'll just pitch like this. I guess, yeah. Keep a Tormenting Voice, keep a Mountain, whatever. Storm is really hard to play. Because you need to know what sequencing you need to do, and I haven't played it since I made the Storm videos, and I'm just a little bit rusty, so it's like trying to remember, okay, what is this, what's best in this, it's really easy to mess up. It's really easy to mess up with Storm. And this is like a perfect example. I'm like, okay, I can need this because I need to do Past in Flames. But, oh, I know I need to do the mana first before I started getting more card draw and doing damage. Just a silly mistake. Silly mistake on my part. Stupid. Stupid, silly mistake. Oh, man. Well, we're not out yet. What is this? Exile. Sure, it can go back to our hand. I'm fine with that. Oh, my God. Yeah. We can play Past in Flames out of the graveyard, technically. Which is fun. And I guess we just run on both these guys. We'll see what happens. We might be able to come back from it. We might be able to come back from this. We basically need to play Past in Flames out of our graveyard with enough mana. Which at this point we can play Past in Flames with it's what? What's its wait, it's what, 4/5? So it's -2, so it's costing 3. So assuming we play Past in Flames, assuming he doesn't bounce one of these guys, we can pass. Actually, even if he bounces one of these guys, we can still play Past in Flames and go infinite. By infinite, I mean hopefully kill our opponent. So, oh no, he's going turns. He's doing turns. I didn't realize our opponent was playing turns deck. Oh my. Okay, well let's just skip through our turn, or skip until he takes his turn. Oh man, I haven't seen the turns deck in a really long time. His deck is equally as janky, well not janky, equally as hard to pilot, and like sometimes when it flops, it really flops. So here's our opponent. Wow. I'm just gonna keep passing through his turn until he's done. But actually, I figured I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back and talk to you guys. I actually think I should explain what the turns deck is doing. So it has a whole bunch of cards like Time Warp and what's the other one? I think it's Exiles itself when it goes, like Temporal Mastery, Path of the Water Veil, where they are cards that allow you to take extra turns. So the idea is once you hit a critical mass, you can take enough turns to do everything you need to do to actually win the game. I don't remember what the actual win condition is currently, but because I haven't played against it in a really long time. But the whole point is that you're just going to take a whole bunch of turns until you actually get your final win con. So right now, our opponent is just like, our opponent's just taking what, like 6 turns back to back, I think it is. So he's just going to keep taking turns, casting stuff. He's getting a little bit of value here, a little bit of value there, getting extra card draw, which is going to get him whatever he needs to actually potentially keep getting extra turns, keep doing other stuff. I can just, he's on what? He's on turn 11. So whatever turn we went off on, I don't remember. I think it was turn 5, maybe turn 6. And now he's just racking up turns after turns after turns. Okay, Snapcaster Mage. He technically always he's going to Snapcaster for something in his graveyard. So I mean, if he swings with a Snapcaster Mage, we can technically just block him and kill him, which is the thing. Especially with this guy, where he can't kill our. This is a favorable trade for us. So he's going to turn 12. I mean, turns deck I think is equally as funny as playing Storm, because once it goes off, you're like, oh, come on, come on, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, right? Because like Storm, I mean, you can mess up turns. You can definitely mess up. I still can't believe I messed up this. That was a pretty obvious sequencing that I just didn't see. Okay, so he's gonna tap down all of our stuff. That's fine for now, and we don't have any response. But I mean, depending if he can take enough turns and swing in for 10 times, doing 2 damage a turn, we'll see if he can. We'll see if he can. Okay, so there's him swinging in. The problem is he's already burnt through, like, he's burnt through 2/3 of his deck. He's down to 20 cards left, drawing 3 cards a turn. If he doesn't manage to swing in and kill us with enough, he might just draw himself out. Like, he'll actually draw himself out faster than he's going to swing in with Snapcaster Mage to kill us. I think he actually, there's another win con in the deck, I don't remember what it is. It's obviously not Snapcaster Mage. I can't remember what it is though. I think it's actually Creeping Tar Pit can become a creature. So I'm actually surprised he isn't swinging with Creeping Tar Pit yet. Because I mean that would be 5 damage per turn, which would be a lot faster. There's Cryptic Command. It's a card. So his turn 14. We're just watching him go. Again, I mean, currently, the last time I played against turns and was like looking into turns, is it has about a 40%, what is it? 40% like fizzle rate, so, which is like 40% of the time you try to go off, you just fail, and you're stuck wherever you are. Hey, it's our turn. It's our turn, but we really can't do anything. So... Oh yeah, we draw a bunch of cards, which is not actually that bad for us. I think we play the island. So it's gonna be play island. Can't play any of these guys. Oh, we can actually. We can play this guy. We could technically grapeshot our... Actually, we could draw cards. But does that help us? No, we can't play this. We don't have red. Can't play any of this stuff. We don't have red. So ship it to our bonus turn. Yay! We had a turn. We didn't get to do anything. Yay! It's now our opponent's turn number whatever. I'm not sure what turn we're actually. I guess it's turn 15. Gonna get tapping down this guy. Sure, whatever. It's all good. I should always yield to these. And I just pass through his turn anyway. So we're gonna see what he does. It's super funny. I mean, super funny. If this deck was more budget, I would try and make one, but there's a lot of pieces that just aren't budget for it, so it's kind of hard to play. Okay, there it is. That's what was it? Oh, it's part the Water Veil. That's the... Sorry, I totally saw it actually. So it's part the Water Veil, awakening a land. So you basically making a land a 6/6. Really quick way of swinging in and killing your opponent. So that's what the actual secondary, the actual win condition is part the Water Veil, playing it for its awaken cost. And that will do it. Going to sideboard, GG. Oh, and after all of that, our opponent has decided he has to actually have to go. So that was a pretty fun game, though. So I'm going to leave this one in. If you guys want to see more Storm, like always, there is a bunch of Storm decks, a bunch of Storm games I played. I think I played like 5 Storm games because they're really fun once you're good with the deck. But this was a pretty funny game, seeing me go, fizzle, burn out, and then our opponent play another deck that is almost the same as ours in like the what it's trying to do. So until next time, my name's Adrian. Thanks for watching this super funny video. We're just playing Storm vs. Turns, which is very funny. Until next time, I hope to see you in the next video. And don't forget to game like a giant monster. Thanks for watching the GiantMonsterGames Advent Calendar. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe if you like this video and want to see more videos just like it. A huge shout out to all of the Patreon supporters. You guys are helping make videos like this, and if you want to pick this deck up, there is a link below with an affiliate link so you can grab this entire deck on MTGO.